Hello, 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 and thank you again for joining us for Off Leash. And we are at VMX. I am sitting across Ryan Decaire, and you are with Paw Prosper?
Paw Prosper, yeah, that's us.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So what brings you to VMX this year?
We have an awesome booth here at VMX, meeting all these great vet professionals and showing them off, showing them our brands.
Okay, so speak to me like I know nothing about Paw Prosper.
Okay, so
I do have a dog, though.
Well, that's good. That's a good place to start.
That's a good start.
We like dog people.
Okay.
It's the first test. If you come to interview at Paw Prosper, you have to like dogs. If the dog doesn't like you, you're out.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
rules.
That is the rule.
Yep, exactly. So Paw Prosper, it's a group of brands. We have 7 brands. Started by...
7?
Yep. I've been busy.
Holy cow.
Don't sleep a lot. In the last 3 years, we brought 3 brands on. Started by myself, my brother Bradley, and my college roommate
these
Andrew.
Guys
Yeah, the guys
here?
in the back. Give them a wave.
So you guys are all the owners.
We are. Yep.
How old are you?
Bradley's really old. No, Andrew and I are trying to. We've both got young kids, and then Bradley's just a single.
You guys look like you're in your 20s.
Older than that. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Passed over that bridge a while ago.
He's over here like, hell yeah.
Yeah, Bradley's still in his 20s, but Andrew and I, we're getting older. It's showing in the eyes. The eyes are getting darker now.
I mean, okay, I'm just saying this because I work with a company called Voyager Dog Food.
Yep.
And I feel like a lot of people get on a call with us or whatever, and they look and they're like, how old are you? Like Ben and I are the ones that basically run it. My dad's the one that started it.
Okay, cool.
But we get on these calls and the people are like, how old are you guys? And we're like, we're in our 20s. And they're like, that's so weird that they just trust 2 20-year-olds to run a whole business.
But, that's great. I think there's no reason why not, right? As long as you can do it, why not?
So tell me about founding this business.
So we met the owners or the founders of Help 'em Up Harness, which is an awesome product. It's a full body lifting harness. So if you've got a dog that's got arthritis or they've got weakness in their hind end and they can't get up, they can't walk, they can't kind of do the fun things they used to do.
Yeah.
The Help 'em Up harness helps you kind of lift them upstairs into the car.
Is it like a little suitcase?
It's a full body lifting harness. So you've got a front handle and a back handle, and we've got a patented hip lift that makes it so it doesn't hurt the dog when you lift them up, doesn't hurt their abdomen or their ligaments, and then it's just very helpful to get them up and down the stairs into the car.
Where
go
was
for walks.
this when my dog got surgery?
Right, and that's we hear
What
that all the time.
hell?
All the time. I wish I had this for my dog. So it's out there.
Right.
It's been around for 20 plus years, and we've tried to take it to the next level.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun because all the vets love it.
Do you have this on Amazon?
We do not. You have to buy it from our website or from the vet professionals. So we try to. It's a product that the vets recommend, and we want to make sure that the people get the right product. And so right now it's not on Amazon. So stay tuned.
Okay. I was gonna say because when my dog did get surgery, I was looking up the dog harnesses and I just Googled on Amazon and I found the first shitty dog harness and I bought it.
And that's why we have this awesome program with the vets where we give them a link and they can give you the link and say, go buy this harness. Don't get some shitty thing off Amazon. Get what I tell you to get because it's the best one out there, and that's to Help 'em Up.
I love that.
So we started there, and then we quickly acquired 6 more brands. And then we built this business. We're based in Denver, and actually the 3 of us are Canadian. So we kind of came down, acquired all the businesses, and went back to Canada.
Oh, wow.
But we have our main headquarters in Denver.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's lots of fun.
So tell me about some of the people that you've met along the way that have helped inspire you during your time as an entrepreneur.
Oh, geez. I mean, the number one is we've acquired, like I said, 7 businesses from 7 incredible entrepreneurs who have built brands, built products that they needed for their own pet. And generally, they have these fantastic ideas. Their first version is jerry rig. They go to Home Depot. They've got duct tape and pipes, and they're figuring out what works for their pet. And then over time, they figure out how to bring it together into an actual product. And then we typically come in when they're like, you know what, it's been a great run. I've loved where I've got the brand to. I can't take it to the next level. And that's where we step in. And we've been able to grow our business and grow these brands that these fantastic entrepreneurs, which are inspiring to me because I've never started anything from 0 to 1, just tried to take it from 1 to the next level.
Right.
They're the kind of the biggest inspiration for what we do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you get a lot of rewarding stories or customer reviews about your products really made a difference in my dog.
It's the best. I mean, the 3 of us have a group chat, and all weekend when we should be hanging out with our wives and kids, we're just back and forth in the group chat of like, look at this comment, look at this comment. It's always nice to see people say, this gave my dog 6 more months. This helped, my dog walk and play again. And or we have a wheelchair brand. We're the largest manufacturer of wheelchairs, dog wheelchairs in the world.
What?
And you see these amazing videos of dogs that otherwise couldn't walk, and they're in wheelchairs, and they're playing, they're running, they're having a great time. So it is really rewarding.
Tell me about the dog wheelchairs.
So we have two types of dog wheelchairs. We have adjustable ones where you can buy it and just kind of adjust it yourself. Those are available on Amazon.
Oh.
And then we have custom-made wheelchairs where you get 4 or 5 measurements, and we turn around a truly custom wheelchair in 24 hours.
That's awesome.
So we can fit, your dog, maybe he's got some hind end weakness and you want the wheelchair to help them get around, all the way to the most like complex missing limbs, diseases, and whether they're going to be in a wheelchair for 2 days or the rest of their life. Kind of got a solution for it.
Yeah. What's the wheelchair place called?
So there's 2 brands. One is Walkin' Pets. Pets has 600,000 followers on social media. It's like it's really kind of heart-wrenching content.
Okay.
And then we've got Canine Carts, which is our custom wheelchair brand.
Do you hire one marketing agency to do every single one of your brands, or is it multiples?
All in-house. So we've got
That's
a
awesome.
rock star marketing team. We actually, and this is a pet parent thing, but we actually just won 3 Veti Awards here at VMX for awesome 4 Veti Awards. I'm being told. I forgot about the 4th. But yeah, we won 4
You guys
Veti
are
Awards.
killing it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We have a wicked group, and I go to work every day with my brother and my college roommate, so it could be worse.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is on the dog wheelchair topic again. Yeah. Have you seen that lady, I think it's out in like Colorado or something like that, where she just has the pack of dogs with the wheelchairs?
Yeah, like she's part of our crew.
Is she?
Anybody who's got dog wheelchairs, they're part of our crew. There's a guy in Costa Rica, he's got a few hundred dogs, and he lets them out a couple times a day, and they all just go running with their wheelchairs in Costa Rica. It's incredible. I think he's called the Man with Dogs. To Thailand, not Costa Rica, Thailand. And he just lets them go for a run, and you just see hundreds of dogs in wheelchairs, and it's incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. I mean, we've got, like I said, 7 brands. They're all focused on injury prevention, rehabilitation, and aging support. Where the one we just bought, which is super cool, is called Sleepy Pod.
Sleepy what?
Sleepy Pod.
Okay.
And
Sleepy
they
Pod.
make crash-tested harnesses and carriers for pet travel. So certified to the same standard as a child car seat. So if you're in the back, if you've got your dog loose in the back of the car, like why should your dog be loose in the car if you've got your seatbelt on?
Yeah, super dangerous.
Right. There's 30,000 accidents a year that involved an unrestrained pet in the U.S. alone. And so Sleepy Pod makes harnesses and carriers that strap your pet in. And so if you do get into an accident, hopefully not, but if you do, your pet's just as safe as you are. And we've never had a failure in over 20 years.
That's
so it's
amazing.
a super cool product.
And that's actually a really good product. I use, what are they called? Gunner kennels.
Yep. Yeah.
But not a lot of people can fit a Gunner kennel in their car.
Yeah. So Gunner's the same kind of concept. There's a third-party group called the Center for Pet Safety, and they certify that you've met the standard and that you have a product that is safe if you get into an accident. Gunner's another group that has also got the certification, but for those kennels,
they're
big.
And they're heavy.
They're big and heavy. Yes.
So I can't imagine, obviously I'm a duck hunter. Okay. So I have hunting dogs and pheasant dogs and whatever.
Yeah.
But it works for me because I go out and hunt my dog and get it all muddy and then it goes in the kennel.
Yeah, right.
But I don't want to strap a muddy dog into a harness and everything. But for someone that maybe doesn't want a heavy kennel or can't pick up an older person that can't pick up a heavy kennel and put it in the back of their car or just has a car that won't even fit a kennel.
Right.
Great option.
It's perfect. And like I said, within 20 years of all the crash test data, because we always, if someone's in a crash, we replace the product for free. So we know that in 20 years, there's never been a situation where the product has failed, which is super cool. And you recognize that's a real issue. I have a dog. I drive around with a dog until we bought the company, loose in the back of my car. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've got my son strapped up to a car seat. Why do I have my dog loose in the car?
Right.
So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, if you were to have a collision with anything, that dog's going straight through the windshield.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody.
And so we can prevent those injuries by just having this awesome product.
I love the conversations I've been having with people here because we talk a lot about how most pet parents some pet parents are reactive to solving a situation when you should be proactive.
Yep. Yeah, no, look, that's kind of what we try to do, whether it's Sleepy Pod or we have a brand called FitPaws, which makes exercise equipment for dogs. So,
tell me about that.
So FitPaws, it's therapeutic exercise equipment. So think about things you use at the gym, like a Bosu ball, for example, where the more you inflate it, the more challenging it is. So we make products that you dogs can exercise with for conditioning and fitness. So whether it's an agility dog that's competing at the highest level or just your dog at home that you're trying to keep in good shape, trying to keep them mentally fit, it does all of that. And then if your dog's had an injury and you're rehabilitating from the injury, you use those same products to kind of get them back to where they can be. So whether it's FitPaws, or we've got some preventative products for pain management. If you should start to have arthritis issues, let's prevent the pain as they progress. I totally agree. If you can focus on prevention rather than reaction, then that's the answer.
Yeah, and it sounds like that's the whole goal of your company. I mean, you guys are just making a difference out there for every dog.
We're trying, right? It's a lot of fun, and as a result, we have this wicked team that, who doesn't want to help dogs that are injured and aging? So every time we go to hire somebody, we get the very best people because people are so passionate about what we're doing. Yeah,
people are very passionate about dogs. We were just talking about this, how the new generation is not necessarily having kids. They're all pet parents. Of course. They're like, oh, I'm going to spend just about as much as you would on a toddler on my dog.
Of course. I mean, I think the term pet owner has been canceled.
No, it is done. You are not a pet owner or just a pet person. You are a pet lover or a pet parent.
Correct. And that's the type of passion we see from the people that use our products and that recommend our products. And it's why it's such a great industry to be in, because people are so passionate about their pets. And as pet owners, it was easy to get into this world because you can see ourselves using everything that we've acquired. So
most definitely.
Exactly. So it's an easy thing to get into.
Okay. I love that. So is there any other companies that you're keeping from me right now that you haven't gone over?
Always. I think we got to take a little break, catch up. Otherwise, Andrew's going to, my partner Andrew isn't going to make it. And my wife might divorce me. So we'll slow down for 6 months and then see where we go from there.
Yeah. So any future plans that you guys want to keep incorporating businesses, or you're happy with the way that things are going right now?
I mean, our goal is to continue to do what we do best. I mean, we've got those 3 pillars: injury prevention, aging support, and rehabilitation. We know we're good at those. We built a fantastic veterinary advisory board. We've got kind of critical mass with the consumers that are like our products and use them and write comments. And so if we can keep building on those pillars, but do it around the world, that's the plan. We just set up in the UK. We've got a warehouse in the Netherlands. We're starting up in Australia in Q1. So world domination.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about the dog that you own. Dog?
I have one dog, which is plenty with a 1-year-old as well. It was my wife's dog before I was in the picture. And then shortly after we met, she got the chance to go to the UK for a year. And so it was just me and the dog for a year. And I was a cat person at that point. And I quickly transitioned to a dog person. And here we are. He's almost 13 now.
Oh,
Mexican rescue. He's the man.
Oh, what's his name?
His name's Timon.
Timon. That's a very Mexican name.
And then everyone's like, when are you getting a Pumbaa? And it's the Lion King reference. But yeah, there's no Pumbaa. It's just Timon.
Timon?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like so you rescued, correct?
Yeah,
your wife rescued.
Yeah, from a rescue in Toronto called Save Our Scruff. They're fantastic, and they fly them in from Mexico. And he's so just
random strays off the street.
I forget where she said he was found. Found at a gas station or something like that. And he's now he's up in the Canadian cold and.
It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, now when it goes outside and it's too hot, it's like, come on, man, you were in Mexico. What are we doing here? So yeah, he's awesome.
Aww.
Yeah.
Have you guys flirted with the idea of getting another dog anytime in the future?
There's no more capacity for dependents. So there's
fair.
Until the little guy's a little older, there's no more capacity for dependents.
That's fair. Kids are a lot of work.
Tons.
Yeah. Okay, so if anybody listening wanted to buy or research or look into your products, where can they find them?
So each one of our brands has their own website, so that's the best thing to do. We have Help 'em Up, FitPaws, Muffin's Halo, which is a blind dog device. We can talk about that.
Oh, do we want to touch on that really quick?
Muffin's Halo is a device. Just think of almost like a basketball hoop, and it attaches to the dog like a wing on the back, and it prevents them from bumping into walls. So if they've gone blind really quickly, or they're getting used to a new environment, you start them off in the corner. They kind of bump into the corner. They get used to it. And then all of a sudden they're kind of bumping into the walls, mapping the room, and then they understand their environment, and you can actually take the halo off, and they are now comfortable in the space. So you see them going from shaking in the middle of the room because they can't see anything to being like, yeah, I know where that is, and I know where that is, and it's amazing. You just
can't change your furniture.
Yeah, as soon as you change the furniture, you got to put the halo back on so they can get used to it all again.
That's fair. Yeah, that's funny.
So muffinshalo.com.
So is it for dogs that are just blind or like losing? I know a lot of dogs lose their eyes through accidents. Or
yeah, I mean, any time that a dog has had some sort of vision impairment, Muffin's Halo is a good solution. Often the dogs that have no sight from birth, or they do the best because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
But generally, any dog that has vision impairment that's getting used to a new environment, it's a perfect solution.
That's awesome.
So Muffin's Halo, then Respond, which is we have pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, which is awesome for dogs that have pain and inflammation. And then I have to go in order of the ones we acquired. Then we acquired Canine Carts, which is our custom wheelchairs, Walking Pets, and then SleepyPod. So they all, walkingpets.com, sleepypod.com, muffinshalo.com. You can find them all there. And for the pet parent, that's the best place to go. We also have tons of content on social media. So follow all of our socials because our social team puts up some amazing stuff.
Awesome. I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah.
I do all the social for Voyager Dog Food Company. So
amazing.
I love to hear about what other social media teams are doing and maybe steal ideas.
You got to talk to them because I don't have the first clue.
Okay. Well, my people will call your people.
Perfect.
And by my people, I mean me.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today and telling us about your company. And yeah, if there's anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up.
This is great. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'm going to get some outro music going. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and we loved learning about new things about Paw Prosper and everything that you have to offer.
Cool.
Like I said, we plugged it at the end, so if you want to go look at any of those products, feel free. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, or they could reach out to you at...
helpemup.com, fitpaws.com, everythebrands.com. That's where you'll find us.
Awesome. Thank you again, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.